Guys, I don't know why I look like a black Catholic priest that's about to get it in, ladies and gentlemen, but it is what it is. What is good? What is good? What is good? Ladies and gents, of course you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again once again. I just want to have a YouTube talk with you guys real quick. This is just something I've been really wanting to talk to you guys real quick because I've had a lot of people ask me offline about, tips for getting started with a YouTube channel and things like that. But I wanted to talk to you guys specifically about two, maybe more, but two of the main things that I found to be extremely important as it pertains to YouTube. Alright, so y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the end. All that good stuff. Get the likes up, subscribe, notify, become well versed with the Good Docs content, extracurricular activities outside of the tube, linked in the description area below. That's something I want to talk about real quick. We don't make a lot of money on YouTube, being a small channel and stuff like that. Don't make a lot of money at all. So a lot of what I do is I diversify. So you'll see the podcast, you'll see some merch items, you'll see the ebooks that I've written, and honestly the majority of the revenue made through advertising yourself through the tube, more specifically, because the YouTube, in my personal opinion, should only be used as a marketing tool. You'll probably make outside of that. Now there is the rare occasion where you go live and people choose to donate. That does definitely boost your numbers as well in reference to the financial end of the YouTube spectrum. But then again, you got to qualify 1,000 subscribers, I think 40,000 watch time hours. Also, that makes you subscribe. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. But anyways, that's not really the meat and potatoes of this particular video. I've watched a lot of videos about people talking about what they find to be most important about YouTube, and one of the things that I seem to hear a lot is content, which means continuously flood the market with content and things like that. And I do agree that is very, very important. And this is going to segue into my first talking point, which is I believe one of the most important things is delivery. Okay, now when it comes to delivery, this is important to me, all right? And when you start putting out content, you'll start to develop your own patterns, and your delivery will start to be a little bit better once you're no longer shy in front of the camera and you're no longer shy doing things like this. So for myself, you see how I start. What is good, what is good, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I be, Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again once again. I developed that over time. Now all of a sudden, it's like people expect me to start my video that way damn near all the time. Live streams. All right. What is good, what is good, what is good? See, so you guys start to pick up on my patterns. These are things that I developed after I started making my videos. Should you check back to the beginning of the catalog or beginning of my whole YouTube experience, I didn't start my videos like that. That was something that I developed over time. All right, so as I created content and I started doing things repetitively, it started to become basic. It's basically etched inside of my normal videos that I put out now, so you guys come to expect it. Sometimes you guys come to recognize it, so I try to give you something that's recognizable. At one point in time, I should probably go back to it, but I used to say before we begin, magandang umaga, magandang gabi, magandang hapon, which means good morning, good evening, and of course good afternoon wherever you guys are reporting in the world. So there were certain things that I brung into my content that you guys became familiar with, and I think the repetitiousness and the continued repetition and putting that stuff in the video makes you guys say, okay, you guys are saying it to yourselves. So I know y'all be doing that shit. You may not tell me, but I know y'all be in the background saying that shit to yourselves. I remember there was this young lady that used to watch me. I don't know if she still watches me now, but she says, Doc, I love it when you say, all right. So it's something that is starting to catch on. So you'll see me start to utilize that. But also when it comes to delivery and content is extremely important. A lot of people will look at you like, Doc, what are you talking about? How you deliver the content is important. If your delivery is lackluster, nobody gives a fuck. Your content can be absolutely amazing, but nobody's going to care about it if you're not delivering it in a way to captivate and keep their attention. If you haven't noticed, Doc is a hand talker. And I want you to do this if you ever have time. If you're bored out of your mind. And you have time to do this, you can probably go back and literally watch my videos for the last few months or so. Watch them in mute and watch how I talk with my hands. I think it's enough to piss people off sometimes, but for me, I never noticed it until I watched my video in silence one day. I'm a hand talker. I can't help it. I think that, you know, sitting here with my hands down talking like this, it doesn't work for me. I'm very enthused about the topic that I'm talking about, so you'll see me hand talk a lot. So you'll start to notice that's what Doc does as well. I hand talk like crazy. It's just something that I've been doing for a long time. Like, I'll point in my head, I'll type crazy shit. It's just weird. But you'll start to understand that's what I do as well with my channel. But in reference to how you deliver the content, man, you can't be flat and lackluster, because nobody's gonna care. It doesn't matter how good the information you're putting out is. If it's not enough to keep their attention, ladies and gentlemen, they just gonna click off your video. I'm pretty sure that the durations of my videos are lackluster in some of my shit because A, it's either something you're not interested in, B, I got to the point quickly, so once I've already gotten there, you guys click off, you know, things like that. And I notice myself doing that in other people's videos as well. So again, I believe that content is extremely important, and content and delivery is important. Delivery is probably the most important. And I say that because the intent behind what you say and the way that you say it can easily be misconstrued. Okay? You might have the best of intentions when you talk about certain subjects, but the way it is perceived by the general masses may come off as if you were being an asshole or a dick, and they just can't stand you for it. Okay? What video did I do that? I talked about something in the Philippines. They didn't like that very much. I've done a couple of videos that some Filipinos had some issues with. Again, not necessarily the way in which I meant for it to come out, but again, the way it was perceived is just the way that it was perceived. All right? A lot of the videos where you talk about the troublesome things that may happen in the Philippines, you'll get a lot of those contents from Filipinas and Filipinos talk about, well, if you don't like it, don't come to the country. You'll get a lot of that too. So that's just from my personal experience, guys. I mean, a lot of you guys, depending on your content, what you choose to put out, you may have those particular naysayer comments as well. All right? The second thing that is big with me on YouTube is the way that you start will likely not be the way that you finish, and that's exactly what you want. Progression is what you expect. Progression is what you need. Progression is what's going to separate you from everybody else. Me, I am a small channel. As we speak, we're 4,000, we're about 4.5-ish, 4.4? Yeah, about close to 4,500 subscribers. I fit in this very little tiny sector of YouTube. Very minute tiny sector in YouTube. I'm happy with that sector. I'm happy with the people who choose to come through and watch me talk my nonsense. I'm happy to the people that choose to support me. It doesn't matter if it's 2 of y'all, doesn't matter if it's 10 of y'all, don't matter if it's 1,000 of y'all. I'm just happy that you guys choose to, at the very least, support me and how I get down and just accept me for being who I am. And you know, you'll start to understand over time that you can't satisfy everybody. All right? You cannot satisfy everybody in the tube. You're going to piss some people off first. If you don't piss people off, you're not doing your job. Second, if you don't have those naysayer comments in your comment section, unless you openly choose to block them, then you're not doing your job. All right? Because what you do, unless you purposefully set out to piss people off, if you're not getting those comments, you know, in the corner wherein they're like, what's the point of this video? Why are you making videos? Nobody cares about your opinion. You ain't this. You ain't that. If you're not getting those comments, then that means people really ain't watching you like you hoped they would. They're gonna be some hate. You gotta accept the hate. Embrace the hate. You wanna know why? Just another view on your videos, ladies and gentlemen. It's just another view for yourself. And I think that that's something you could take to the next level. Hopefully you got some people that would be willing to share your content. Say, you know what, I like what this dude Dr. Mike is doing on his channel. I think that some of the information he's giving out is actually pretty decent. He's a kind of a funny dude. Kind of made me laugh. He say some dumb shit every now and again, some off the wall stuff that I kind of hope keeps you guys coming back with me and my nonsense. And that's what we strive for as YouTubers, man. And I think that If you're aspiring to be one, you got to be able to find a reason to keep people coming back. Again, I want you to make the content that you want to make, but make it in a way that people are like, you know what, let me see what this dude is talking about today. I mean, you can hate me all you want to. Like, for example, if you have content that people hate, they can hate you all they want to, but as long as they keep coming back, they're coming back for a reason. You understand? So, you got to learn that about the tube as well. And, I've just learned over time that this shit is just fun for me. Once the camera's off, man, my life goes back to normal. I have beautiful young lady. I got job that I take care of. I got things that I need to do. This here is just, in order for me to get my thoughts out. Sometimes it's good to get your thoughts out on camera. Sometimes I record videos and I never post them. Sometimes I record videos and I put them straight to Patreon because I'm like, well, this content is good for the tube, but I'd rather just give it to my patrons, So I'll put up content over there on Patreon that I feel I don't want to put on the tube. So you'll see me do things like that. And, that's why I've luckily been able to diversify myself, and have Patreons and, have the podcast that I still need to upload some more videos for or upload some more audio for, my bad. And things like that. I've learned over time that the tube is not the know-all be-all. It's not the end. So if you can diversify yourself as much as humanly possible. All right? 2020 is coming to an end. This video, yes, it will be dated. But yeah, as we know, 2020 is definitely coming to a close. And I hope that in 2021, things get better. The channel grows. You guys continue to grow with me. Because again, if you want to know why I do it for y'all. Most of the time I do it for me. But sometimes I hope and pray that some of the information that I put out is definitely something that sticks in one way or another. Something you guys can soak up. And I'll leave you with this final thought from wise words from my big brother O'Shea Duke Jackson, somebody that I've been following on the tube since I started my own YouTube journey. He says something interesting. He says the people that you start with may not be the people that you end with or end up with. Basically saying the people that started watching you in the beginning may not be the people that watch you in the end. And you just have to accept that this particular transition and change is going to happen as your content changes, as things that you say change, and if you have like personal views and opinions that may not be in agreement with others. You got to understand that you can lose your audience that way too. So you have to be willing to accept the fact that whatever content you choose to put out, some people may go with and some people may go against. And if people unsubscribe, man, it's just the nature of the game, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing you could do about it. I mean, no matter how hard you try, you can't, like I said, please everybody. It goes back to the exact same thing. It's that revolving door. So you got to make the content that you're satisfied with. The minute that it uploads, the minute that you put it out, the minute that you live stream it, you got to be willing to accept it for what it is. And if you plan to keep it up, got to understand that, it could be perceived in any way, shape, or form. Even if that's not your intent. Alright, this video has been long. But that's just my YouTube tips, ladies and gentlemen. You just got to understand and accept that this is just the way it's going to be. Alright? And as long as you're well aware and willing to accept, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing that can really stop you. Right? Not everybody likes PewDiePie, and that man got like 100 million subscribers. Not everybody likes Mr. Beast, and I'm talking about the higher YouTuber guys in YouTube history. Not everybody likes these people, but yet and still, something about their content keeps people coming back. I'm not saying that I'm that type of dude, but I'm just saying, even from a macro scale, same rules still apply. All right. So, y'all stay true, y'all stay blessed. Been a good doc, Dr. Mike TV. With that being said, good doc is officially out. At least Nako Ba'alam, which means I am going out. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Shit. One more point. My bad. Let me get this out the way. And with the content that I put out, guys, I'm more comfortable doing this. I like doing this. This is cool for me. I like having this one-on-one conversation with me and the camera that I know is eventually going to get out to the crowd. I'm not going to lie. Vlogging, because that's what I kind of consider myself as, kind of like a vlogger-ish, barely, maybe, not so much lately, but even though I do consider myself to be that, it's very hard to carry your camera out in public about people staring at you, looking at you like you're crazy and shit. And a lot of people have asked me, yo, Doc, why don't you have females? Why don't you have these women on your channel and stuff, man? Guys, if it was that easy, trust me, I would. These women are shy, bruh. And a lot of them don't know what these foreigners' intent is with the content with them in it. So, you know, them being seen with a foreigner in a YouTube video may not be as comforting. You know, that's why you see a lot of the girls that are in the videos with these guys, per se. You can tell they're a little bit more open and liberated to an extent. It's very rare that you find a nice, humble, shy young lady on camera. And even if you do find that, look at how they started, man. A lot of them have to get into that. Gotta open them up to that. Because that camera in front of their face shit, it just don't always sit well with a lot of people. So, again, just want to throw that last little jab in there because, again, it is difficult to vlog when people are always staring at you because you the foreigner with the camera in your hand, and you don't want to make nobody feel uncomfortable with being on camera. You know, that's just the last thing that you want to do. All right? Because then what if they say, oh, I don't want my face in there or anything like that, and then what? You know, you're just kind of like editing out probably a chunk of your, you know, your content and stuff like that. It just makes your work a little bit more difficult. So, just a couple of wise words from a very, very small channel. Hopefully you found something that I said to be of some benefit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to start your own YouTube channel, go ahead, man. Feel free to do so, man. I suggest you do that. Because rather than you talk shit in my comment section, like I tell a lot of guys who always got something smart to say, go ahead, man. If you could do this better than me, do it. Please, I beg of you. Just do it. Like Nike, baby. Because, again, if you feel like you can do it better or something I said was wrong or inaccurate, there is a camera that I'm sure you can find on your phone that you could put out, upload the video, call a spade, and get your content out there. That's how it always starts, man. It always starts with a feeling. That's how it started with me. Look at me now. 3 years or so later, man. Still in the game and having fun. Thousands of videos posted. Still in the game. It's a lot of videos, bro. Alright, but I'm good, man. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay true. Been a good doc, Dr. Mike TV. And if you stayed this long, you are a real one. Alright, in the comment section, I want y'all to say something random like, yo, Doc, the tube is gonna be the tube. that's the random comment in quotation marks. I'm not gonna tell you to watch this one until the end. I just want to see how many of y'all go watch it until the end. Alright? That's what we're gonna say. The tube is gonna be the tube, dude. Or not dude, that's random. Just say the tube is gonna be the tube and quotation marks. Alright, and then you can write whatever you want to after that. That lets me know that y'all rock with Doc, algorithm and all that shit put in place. Y'all stay blessed, y'all stay true. Been a good doc, Dr. Mike TV. With that being said, good doc is officially out at least Nako, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahakita. Mabuhay. Peace.